Today we are gonna start on the awning replacement. It's a Dometic 9100 model. It's got the power motor on this end over here. That end has a motor, and this end has the torsion spring inside. And today is windier than heck, and I wouldn't advise trying to do this in the wind. But at this point today, all I'm doing is just going to get this old one off of there. I'm not going to attempt to put the new one on today. But the first step is you got to pin that torsion spring at the left end of it. And on this particular deal, I found a, what is that one? A 3/32 Allen wrench. And it's pretty easy. You just roll the awning out just a little bit, just poke the power button until you see this hole right here, and that hole has to be pretty much going straight. You just kind of fiddle around with it, but once you line that thing up to where it's pretty much straight, going horizontal, then this little 3/32 Allen wrench will go all the way through. The second step is to put you some zip ties on there, and a lot of people have trouble getting them in behind here. I didn't have any trouble on this side. They just happened to go through real easy, and so I'm basically just pinning it up just like it is. And I did the same thing on the other side. That one I actually had to use a putty knife, and I just barely, there was a little bit of a gap, and I just put a putty knife in there, and then I was able to get my zip ties through there. We're back. I wanted to show you where this plug is on the back side of this one. So again, we're on the right side of the awning now, and you can see right here it's just a simple plug. So I'm gonna have to have two hands to unplug that, but we'll pull out that 7/16 bolt, and after I cut this with my box knife down the full length of it, then all I got to do is lift this out of here on both sides, and of course I'll get somebody to help me, and then we'll just lift this thing out of here. So I'm at the point where I'm just taking a box knife and I'm just going to cut this down the length. And you can see how bad this thing was. It needed to be replaced really bad. It's completely rotted. You see it. So I'll reposition the ladder and I'll cut that last little bit. I've decided to go ahead and spray that before I try to slide that out of there. I'll let it sit for a while, but this is the stuff I'm using. And what I'm after is just to try to get a little bit of silicone. I mean, it's probably, you know, some of this is going to leak down on the camper a little bit, but you know what, it can be washed. Okay, we're back. So I sprayed the full length of that with some silicone spray, and now I'm going to pull out that bolt up here at the top, and I use this little electric battery operated Milwaukee. It's my favorite. And by the way, that was a 7/16 socket. And then while I'm up here, this is a 1/4 inch bolt, and we'll pop that out real quick. There it is. So one 7/16 head bolt and one little bitty 1/4 inch head screw, and I'm just going to take them down with me and go to the other side and do the same thing over there. So I wanted to also remind you that after I pulled that bolt out and that little 1/4 inch screw there, I also unplugged this little connector. So I wanted you to kind of see what that looks like. So you see how easy that was, and I just put a couple of sawhorses, and I will admit this is only a 10-foot awning, so it is a lot simpler. So there's what it looks like when it comes out. These things just fit right down in that those little arms up there. Okay, so we're back. I did take my box knife, and I just carefully cut that silicone that was there, and that piece was already kind of loose, and then I cut it on the bottom. I just jiggled it a little bit, and that came right out of there. There was no screw in there. Some of them have a screw right there behind this rubber seal, and if they do, it's a pain in the butt because you got to try to get that seal out of there. So I'm lucky in this respect. And I'm going to use my good pliers. These are snap-ons, and they got real good teeth on there. I was going to use some vice grips, but I'm going to give it a tug and see if I can get that thing pulled out of there, and let's just see what it does. I really don't know what to expect. Yeah, it's loose pretty much everywhere except down on that end. Okay, I'm on the left side again, and I did figure out that the reason it was hung up was there was a little dent right there. So while I'm here, just ever so slightly gonna bend that out a little bit. I might have been able to get and then I'm gonna come back in with a file, because see, I'm putting some little grooves on there, and you want that to be really smooth. So I'm gonna go ahead and drill out these rivets and pull this motor side out. And I'm going to mark it before I actually pull it off, but I wanted to show you. And this is an actual 3/16. I don't know if you can see but it's a 3/16 drill. And you basically just put it in there and just go slow. You don't have to get medieval with it, and just rock it around in circles. See, now the rivet head is off. Then you can see the rivet's still in there, so really you just kind of walk it around and it'll eventually, there, see, went right on through. But you just, the key is just to kind of walk it around in circles. Anyway, I've already drilled out 2. This is the last one holding it in, but I'm going to go ahead and mark everything first, and then I'm going to drill that one out, and then I'll pop that motor end out of there. So I drilled out all 3 of those rivets and unrolled the awning so I could make sure that this was the valance. So I put a little V right there, and then this is actually, we'll just call that where the awning goes, and that's an A. Anyway, but this motor literally just slides out of there, and again, you can kind of see how things turn, but as long as I go back where that A is, and you know, maybe it doesn't matter, I don't really know, but I'm not going to take a chance. Now with the wind blowing, it's kind of awkward, but we may have a windstorm on our hands. But it's coming right out of there, so it's a good sign. Yep, came right out of there. Okay, I forgot to turn it on, but all I did was I got the very first 6 inches started. And again, I got the clamps so we can slide it all in as one big burrito rather than all folded out. We'll see how it goes. By the way, I put silicone all the way along that trough to help it slide. So far, it seems to be sliding pretty good. Take the clamps off and see if it unrolls good. Okay, I got the slide out rolled in to give us more room. I set up a couple of sawhorses, and we're going back to the awning now. Again, the awning's just hanging there, and remember I marked it A for awning and V for valance. So you got them little cords that stick out, and it's kind of hard to get it started, but it will go. Let me just get this one fished in here. There. All right, so you just be careful, and once we get it started, we just slide them in very, very slowly. All right, so we had one little hiccup. We would have been done with this part of it, and this is just a word of warning. So this is the old the old piece of cord that came from the old awning, and I didn't realize that was still stuck in there. And as we were trying to slide this one in, the new little nylon cord was running into that one, and my wife found it on this side, and I double checked, and this one's gone all the way. So anyway, I had to put a screwdriver in there and kind of dig it out, and it wasn't that easy, to be honest with you. The sucker's in there pretty tight. The sucker is really in there. You'd be surprised. It's kind of hard to do it with the camera. I think it goes all the way. I don't really want to scratch my, I think I'll just cut it, because this new one doesn't go all the way down. So yeah, see, it just goes through pretty good. I lost my helper, so we'll just go down here and take a look at this end. Yeah, you can see when you get to this end, you got to make sure you get them kind of tucked over it. All right, so we've got that awning pretty well centered, got the tube pretty well centered, and now I'm getting ready to, and you can see I trimmed off these excess little tabs that were sticking out. I kind of pulled them out, cut them, and then pushed it back in a little bit, and got rid of that old one on this side. My end cap is still pinned, so my torsion bar never unwound, so that's good. And I've decided that I want to put screws when I go to put this motor back in instead of putting rivets in, because you know, these motors only last so long, and it's not, you know, it won't be long and I'll have to replace that stupid motor. So I was scrounging around for some screws and trying to find some that I thought would work, and I got lucky and I had some of these old roofing screws, and I found some white ones. So, and they look like they're going to work just fine. And I checked them on the tube. Oh, the other thing is I wanted to make sure that if I went all the way through, I wasn't going to interfere with something down here, and everything looks good. There's nothing that's going to interfere. And these screws, again, they're white, so they'll kind of match the cap, and they look like they're going to fit just fine, just about perfect. So I believe these are 3/16 screws. I'll measure them and I'll put that in the link whenever I post this, but I had those, and then I had these big fat boys, but they were actually way too big, and these are actually quarter. So I'm pretty sure these are 3/16, but anyway, we'll see how it goes. So remember, I made those marks on there, and this motor just slides back in. There we go. And remember, I had the awning, and I drew a line, and then I drew a line on that, and so that went just like that. And then I'll put them 3 screws in place of the pop rivets. This is still lined up. That's facing down, which is a good thing. It matches that one that's facing down. Once I get the screws in there, I'm gonna tighten it up, and then I'll get my wife to help me, and then we're gonna roll this thing up backwards. Actually, I think it rolls up counterclockwise. I'll have to double check. And then we'll roll it all the way up, and when we get to the top, I'll pull that tape off, and then we're just going to slide these 2 things back into the holders, and we'll come back when we get to that point. Okay, I forgot to turn the video camera on, but we're literally just rolling this up backwards. So I'm gonna go, because that little aluminum plug has to be in the right groove, and I got mine in the right groove, but I'm pretty sure this one's not. Okay, so it's not in the right groove. I can see it, and what that means is, see, it's not in the groove. So you just carefully lift it, and now it's in the groove, and that's it. And then we'll put the bolt in there, put the bolt in on the other side. We'll pull out our little torsion deal, or we'll pull out this little pin, and then we'll be back. I put the bolt in on the left side, and I'm getting ready to put the bolt in on the right side. And I removed the little Allen wrench out of that side that held the torsion spring. And I'm getting ready to, I'm gonna put the bolt in on this side, and I'm gonna hook up my electric motor. And I'm not gonna put that screw in yet that holds the awning, just in case I need to adjust it. So when I roll it the rest of the way in, these arms have to be, they have to go over these channels. And if this isn't in the right spot, and it isn't in the right spot on down here, then it'll roll up crooked and these arms will never line up. So once I roll it out a couple times, I'm gonna roll it in and out, make sure it's good and set, and then once it's all the way rolled up and all the way closed, then I'll come in and I'll put that screw back in on both sides, and then I'll unroll it, and then I'll make sure it's straight, and I'll put the screws in on the awning tube down here. I'm gonna go ahead and pin this door to get it out of the way. We're gonna run it out and see what happens. Yeah, looks pretty good actually. I would have liked to have had a little close-up on it, but you can see how these arms went on the outside of it all the way across, and it looks like it rolled up pretty darn straight all the way around. I'm pretty pleased with it. So again, I'll roll it in and out a couple of times, and I'll make sure that the awning is, because I'm kind of noticing now that I'm just a little bit off. It's a little bit shoved to the right there, so I didn't quite get the awning. So what I'll do is I'll roll it out, I'll roll it all the way out, and then I'll slide that awning at the top and the bottom, and I'll get it centered perfectly, and then I'll roll it up a couple more times, make sure everything's good. And at the end of the day, I'd say we got a success here, and I will finalize it by putting in them 1/4" screws on the top of that rail, and that key, and you saw how easy that awning slides back and forth. So once I get it all centered up, then I'll put them 1/4" screws in at one at each end at the top, and then I'll roll it all the way out, and I'll put one at each end at the end by the valance, or actually where the awning attaches in, clear out here at the roll. And that's it, folks. Thanks for watching. I hope this little video will help.